Happy Friday and welcome into the studio. We got our new chairs. If you watched our Todd's Tips, we talked about it a little bit. Anyway, these are a lot more comfortable. Definitely like these a lot better.
We're on a budget though. We got these at a secondhand store.
Yeah, they're nice for a secondhand store.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're gonna do our numbers this week for the VO Marketing Pro Group and for Dad and I. Dad's been in voiceover, Todd Barsness, for 15 years now. Started his 15th year. I am Hudson Barsness' son. I've been in voiceover for 4 years, if you're new to this channel. I'm trying to make $80,000 this year. Dad's trying to make $250,000. The last 9 years, he's made over $100,000. The last 7 years, over $200,000. In the last 4 years, over $300,000 in voiceover alone. We say it almost every single time, and the reason we do that, the reason we give our numbers, we have this whole playlist and this video, is to be transparent with you. We aren't coaches. We don't do any coaching, paid coaching. We want to be transparent. So we're voice actors for voice actors. We want to help voice actors think through things and stuff like that. And we want to make it normal for coaches and voice actors, people especially behind cameras, to give their numbers so that there can be a little bit of a marker to keep people at.
I would mind, we have a private Facebook group, a private group called VO Marketing Pro Plus. And we do a deep dive number. We give
video.
Yeah. And there's a webinar once a month, and we do fireside chats 2 times a week for father-son voiceover. We talk voiceover. We talk issues. We talk things that we need to work on, things that we're trying, all these different things. And if you want to be a part of that group, you just email John Barsness at VOMarketingPro.com. And one of the things that I'm going to talk to our VO Marketing Pro Plus group about, it might be today during our deep dive numbers, it might be some other time, is that as I approach 65, as I approach 15 years in, as I approach $2.5 million in voiceover alone, I have been the last few years considering coaching, what that would look like. But one of the things it would look like is I would, or Hudson would, if he does some coaching, it would say, this is how much we made in voiceover alone. This is how much we made in voiceover coaching or any other kind of money. And so when we talk about our numbers, we're talking about VO income alone. And we think that this is a huge problem in our industry, that coaches, conference presenters, content creators, people behind microphones and behind cameras don't share their numbers. So you aren't sure, well, how successful are you, even though you're talking real strongly? And so we just want to be accountable, going back to that main point. So if and when I do start to coach, you're going to know what I make in coaching as well. And that's what I'm going to unpackage sometime to our group, our VO Marketing Pro Plus group.
All right. Once again, if you have any questions about that or want more information on what that looks like, go ahead and contact John Barsness at VOMarketingPro.com. Maybe he's on the screen. So anyway, we're going to jump into VO Marketing Pro's numbers. What VO Marketing Pro is a direct email marketing company that sends out direct emails on voice actors like Dad and I's behalf so that they don't have to do it themselves. They're maybe have a pro demo. They've been in voiceover for a certain amount of years. They have more money than time. They're actually busy recording projects and stuff like that. They make a certain amount. And they come
need
to
an
us,
assistant, basically, to do their
so that's what
marketing.
That business does. So anyway, for those voice actors this week, we had 59 warm responses. Big week. 7 auditions. And 2 jobs. 3, I had 1 as well, from direct email marketing. So Noel Romano got a job, recurring client. Greg Campbell got a job. Those 2 folks have been with us for
over 2 years.
Over 2 years, yeah. And you hear their names a fair amount in our numbers stuff. So it's the long haul mentality. My job also was a new client this week, and I'll talk about that here shortly in my numbers. Thank you to the folks who always report their numbers and stuff like that. It's always encouraging to us to hear those things, and yeah, it's fun to hear that stuff. So we like hearing people succeed. Anyway, on to my numbers this week. My goal is $1,500 a week, which is roughly $80,000. I do need to mention 2 things. for this week, and I mentioned it already to the VOMP Plus group, so I won't mention it in our deep dive numbers, but I had two clients this week. One new one from last week that I put in our numbers, and this is part of being transparent. We went through the scripts, we went through the budget, and we were all ready to go to get started. I was about to start recording on Monday for them. $1,300 worth of scripts. The person that I work with said the client actually decided to just not do the project. So I lost that job. So last week I had $1,800 instead of $3,100, just to be clear. And then about 3 hours later, I got a job from another client that's used me multiple times, and they said, hey, we've got 10 scripts. We talked about, he sent me the scripts, same process. We decided on a rate, and I was about to get started, and I saw that they had posted it on Voice 123. So I contacted the guy and just said, did something change? Should I record these still? And he said, well, the client decided that they want to do their own searching for another voice. I don't know if that means that they've hired another voice, but I also, at this point, I'm not putting those numbers down for this week because I just don't know what's happened with that. Weird week for me. Had to work on my mindset. We talked about that in Todd's tips. So just to be clear about both of those, not fun, not a great experience, but that's what happens. And that's what this channel is all about, is transparency. So just so you know. Anyway, on to my numbers. 2 warm responses this week, 2 auditions from direct email marketing. I did 9 jobs between Voice 123, direct email marketing, Fiverr, and Upwork. My Upwork numbers, $391.50. 0 on Voice 123. That's 2 weeks in a row. I haven't had a job on there, which doesn't make me happy. Direct email marketing, 1 job for $240. That's the one I talked about in the VO Marketing Pro numbers. And then a Fiverr job for $20. I get 16. So my voiceover alone numbers this week, $647.50. Not a good week. And then I do editing for Dad on the side. 11 hours, $20 an hour, $220. My total this week, $867.50. So back on the horse next week, and try to get up to my $1,500 again. When
you talk to our VO Marketing Pro Plus group, I'm going to tell you why, even though that was a difficult pill to swallow, it's really kind of good news. It's good news not only for you, it's good news for me and everybody else in voiceover. I'm going to tell you why.
Sounds good.
That is. Because I think that's important. I think that's an important mindset. So again, if you want more information about VOMP Plus, just let us know. My week, thanks to a really good client on Fiverr and a really good regular client in direct email marketing, I started out at just under $4,000. I'm trying to make $5,000 a week, which would equal $250,000. I'm trying to slow down from my pace of the last, 7, 8 years. Trying to slow down, but it's not always a perfect science, not a complete, just do this and then this will happen. So we're working on that. But I had these 2 good clients that came in today just before we recorded this. And so my total ended up being $4,859.75. 0 Voice 123, 1 Upwork job, 1 Voices.com job, 8 Fiverr jobs, and 21 direct email marketing jobs. My direct email marketing income this week was $3,103.75. My total, so I'm $140 under my goal. $4,859.75 for my week.
You still got, we're recording these earlier on Friday than we normally would, so there's a chance that you would get some more, but you'll put those towards next week.
Probably. So. No, I'll be honest with you. If I all of a sudden got a $200 job, I might sneak it in on this just to be over $5,000.
There you go.
I might just do that. I'll let you know, though.
Yeah, that's all right. All right. I don't think there's anything else to say. Hope you guys had a good week. If you have any questions, feel free once again to get a hold of us. We've beat that stick with a dead horse. So thanks for joining us. Check out our numbers from the past weeks. We have our numbers playlist, our Todd's tips. They're all there for you to indulge in. So anyway, we'll let you go and hope you had a good week. Take care and have a good weekend.